She was winning. 7 straight victories, a maiden WTA title, a nation on her shoulders. Then her ankle twisted. The world held its breath. Joan Bosch watched closely. He knew the truth. The injury was not the problem. The problem was what came after. Fans are stunned by what he revealed. Toronto, August 2026, center court at SoBi Stadium. The crowd was electric, yellow shirts everywhere. The chants echoed through the stadium. Eala, Eala, Eala. Alex Eala was in control. She had just won the first set against Caty McNally. The second set was underway. She was leading 3-2. Then it happened. Eala hit a forehand. She landed awkwardly. Her right ankle twisted beneath her. She stumbled. Her face contorted in pain. The crowd gasped. The stadium went silent. Eala called for the physio. She sat down. Her ankle was examined, taped. She stood up. She kept playing. The match continued. Eala fought through the pain. She lost the second set. She won the third. Another victory. Another battle won. But the damage was done. Not to her ankle, to her body. Her schedule had been relentless. 8 matches in 12 days, a maiden WTA title in Washington, a 7-match winning streak. The accumulated mileage was beginning to show. Joan Bosch watched from the player's box. He had been with Eala for years. He had seen her fight through injuries before. He had seen her overcome obstacles. But this was different. This was exhaustion. Pure, unrelenting exhaustion. He knew the truth. The injury was a symptom. The real problem was deeper, much deeper. After the match, Eala addressed the injury. "I kind of rolled my ankle in that second set. I hit the forehand and I landed kind of wrong. I called the physio. I think I was a little like, oh, I don't know what happened because it happened so fast. But luckily there's nothing wrong with it and there were no serious problems." She downplayed it. She always downplayed it. But Bosch knew the truth. The truth was not about the ankle. The truth was about what the ankle represented. A body pushed to its limit, a schedule that demanded too much, a champion who refused to say no. Bosch had seen it before. He had coached champions. He had watched them burn out. He was determined not to let it happen to Eala.
Bosch finally broke his silence. He had been quiet for days, letting Eala speak, letting the media speculate. But the truth needed to come out. Not to make excuses, to protect his player, to protect her future. The ankle injury was minor, no serious problems, Eala had said. Bosch agreed. It was not the injury that worried him. It was the fatigue, the exhaustion, the cumulative toll of a grueling North American hardcourt swing. Eala had been playing at an unsustainable level. 7 straight wins, back-to-back tournaments, a WTA 500 title, a WTA 1000 run. The body had limits. They had been reached. Bosch revealed what had been happening behind the scenes. Long days, short nights, physio sessions, ice baths, recovery treatments. Eala had been doing everything right. But sometimes doing everything right is not enough. The body needs rest. It demands rest. And when it does not get it, it forces the issue. The ankle twist was a warning. Eala had admitted the fatigue herself. "I needed to push a lot. I am as tired as one can be at this stage. You can imagine a lot of matches. But you know, that's the job. I'm ready." She had said the right things. She had shown the right attitude. But Bosch knew the truth. She was running on empty. And empty cannot last forever. Against Belinda Bencic, the truth was exposed. Eala lost 6-4, 6-0. The match lasted 73 minutes. The first set was competitive. The second set was a collapse. Eala won only 8 points in the second set. The fatigue was undeniable. The exhaustion was visible. Bosch watched from the player's box. He was not surprised. He was not angry. He was concerned. Deeply, profoundly concerned. Bosch's message was clear. Eala's health comes first. The injury was not serious, but the fatigue was. If she did not rest, she would break. Not just her ankle, her body, her mind, her spirit. The truth was not about the injury. The truth was about the system, the schedule, the pressure, the relentless pursuit of excellence that leaves no room for rest.
The problem was not unique to Eala. It was systemic. The WTA Tour is brutal. Players play week after week, Tournament after tournament, the ranking system forces them to compete when they should rest. Injuries are common, burnout is inevitable. Eala was not the first, she would not be the last. Bosch had seen it before, in other players, in other sports, the relentless grind, the pressure to perform, the fear of falling behind. It had broken champions, it had cut careers short, it had left athletes broken and bitter. He was determined to not let that happen to Eala. Eala was 21 years old. She was in the prime of her career. She had just broken into the top 20. She had achieved more than anyone expected, but she had done it at a cost that was beginning to show. Bosch knew that the next few weeks would be crucial. The decisions they made now would determine her future. The Cincinnati Open was looming, another WTA 1000 event, more matches, more pressure, more travel. Then the US Open, the biggest tournament in the world, the stage she had dreamed of. But at what cost? Bosch had to ask the hard questions. Was it worth it? Would she be healthy enough to compete? Would she be able to give her best? Eala was determined to play. I'm going to do my best to recover and start again from zero. She was resilient. She was tough. She was everything a champion should be. But Bosch knew that sometimes the greatest strength is knowing when to rest, when to say no, when to prioritize long-term health over short-term glory. Bosch's decision was not popular. Some fans wanted to see Eala play. Some sponsors wanted her on court. Some analysts criticized the move. But Bosch did not care. He was not coaching for the fans. He was coaching for Eala, for her health, her longevity, her legacy. He knew the truth, and he was not afraid to speak it.
Eala did not make excuses. She never did. When reporters asked about the injury, she downplayed it. When they asked about the fatigue, she acknowledged it, but refused to use it as a crutch. That was who she was, a fighter, a warrior, a champion. I mean, I'm healthy, which is something I'm super grateful for. It's something that's obviously on the top of my priority all the time. So yeah, I'm counting my blessings. Those words were not just for the cameras. They were her truth. She knew how fortunate she was. She knew that her journey was bigger than one match, bigger than one tournament, bigger than one injury. She also spoke about her coach. I think it's really important to have someone who you know backs you and believes in you. I feel that from him. I feel like we have good energy, good relationship. We're able to be honest with each other. We're able to have an open line of communication. I've worked with him for a couple of years. So yeah, I admire him a lot and am grateful to have him on my team. The honesty was refreshing. The vulnerability was real. Eala was not hiding behind a facade. She was not pretending to be invincible. She was human, and that made her more inspiring than any trophy ever could. The fans understood. They appreciated her honesty, her humility, her grace. The comments poured in. "We believe in you, Alex. Rest up, champion. Your health comes first. We will be here when you come back. The Queen will rise again." The love was overwhelming. The support was endless. Eala was ready to move forward, to Cincinnati, to the US Open, to the next challenge. She was tired, but she was not broken. She was battered, but she was not beaten. And that is what champions do. They fall, they get back up, they keep fighting, they keep winning. Joan Bosch had done his job. He had protected his player. He had told the truth. He had made the hard decisions. Now it was up to Eala. Her body was recovering. Her mind was focused. Her spirit was strong. The future was bright. The Cincinnati Open was next, another WTA 1000 event. Then the US Open, the stage Eala had dreamed of. She was ready. Not perfect, not fully healed, but ready. Ready to fight, ready to compete, ready to win. Bosch believed in her. He always had. Eala's run in Toronto was over, but her journey was just beginning. She had captured hearts. She had inspired millions. She had shown the world what Filipino pride looks like, and she had done it all with grace, with humility, with love. Bosch reflected on the week. "Alex is an absolute blessing to the sport of tennis," he said. The words were not just praise, they were truth.
Eala had brought joy to the tournament. She had brought pride to her country. She had brought hope to millions. And she had done it all while battling injury and exhaustion. The truth about Alex Eala is simple. She is not invincible. She is not perfect. She is not immune to pain or fatigue. She is human, and that is what makes her remarkable. She fights through the pain. She pushes through the exhaustion. She refuses to give up. She is a champion, in every sense of the word.